Let's do this. Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Key Production channel. My name is Bernardo Cisneros and welcome back. Welcome back. In this video is one of my favorite videos to shoot and to make because I get to share you guys what I picked up in the Criterion sale at Barnes & Noble, the 50% off sale that is going on in the month of July and has come to a close. Yeah, I have a lot of titles to show you guys. I'm really excited. This is one of my absolute favorite months. One of my favorite months, like also November, but I get to buy a lot of Criterions. I love Criterion. You can see in the background right there. Love Criterion. I mean, I'm wearing a t-shirt right now because Criterion's rules. I won't be showing you guys what I picked up when I was in Utah with Nathan and Nick. So if you want to see what I picked up there, check out Nathan's Hell video in the link description. But also check out my companion video where it's basically Criterion shopping with Nathan and Nick. Also, link below, that's my video, but also check out Nathan Hell video and give a big support from that. In this haul, there are two sections. One that I have watched, one I have not yet watched. So, simple enough? Yeah. Enough babbling, let's get right into it. Of course, this will be in order of spine numbers. This is spine number 281. That is Francois Truffaut, Jules, and Jim. I'm really excited to watch more of his filmography. This looks really interesting and very fun for me to watch. That it could be right up my alley. This is the dual format edition, the Blu-ray and DVD compact. Very nice digipack release. I had to open it and see what it looked like. It could look great on the shelf. So really excited to watch this. Comment below what you think of this movie. That Jules and Jim. This is Spine 317, The Tales of Hawkman. This is the film directed by Powell and Pressburger, the same filmmaker who did The Red Shoes and The Life and Matter of Death. Both excellent film. This looks magical, very majestic, really similar to The Red Shoes, and that's the reason why I want to pick it up. I still need to pick up The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. I believe that's what it's called. So yeah, really look forward to seeing this. This just looks stunning and just something I cannot wait to watch in the near future. This is Spine 452. This is another film directed by Francois Truffaut. That is The Last Metro. This just sounds amazing and right up my alley. This year I finally watched The 400 Blows for the first time, and it literally impressed me as a director and as a storyteller as well. That's why I'm really excited to watch Jules Jim and The Last Metro as well. This was not available in my local Barnes & Noble stores. I had to order on Amazon. It's the same price, $20, so it just literally came in the mail today. So perfect timing. I just love the cover. Very simple. It's just a title alone, with the punch out. Yeah, this looks stunning and very interesting as well. Very intriguing, for the trailers that I watch, and yeah, really excited to watch The Last Metro. Oh, also I did order a certified copy that's on its way in the mail from Amazon. It's just I don't have it right now in my hands. But yeah, I also ordered a certified copy. So really excited to watch that. It looks awesome. And that'll be my first film from Abbas Kiarostami, I believe that's the name of the filmmaker. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the screen right there, right now. Really look forward to seeing that. It looks phenomenal. Anyway, the next title in my hands is Spine 974, The High Risk, or The Heroes. I couldn't pronounce the title. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. So whatever. This is the film directed by William Wyler, and this is the film starring Montgomery Clift, a great underrated actor. This is a period piece drama that is recommended from Nathan Hale from his video. That had me really intrigued. I decided, you know what, get it. Because it looks really great and looks like right up my alley. It looks like I'm probably gonna love this one. So cannot wait to watch this for the first time. Whatever gonna happen. So yeah. So this is the big one. This is the big box set. I have not yet opened this. I have not yet started watching it. This is Spine 930, and that is the Dietrich and Von Sternberg in Hollywood box set. Really nice, thick box set. I really would love to get other box set from the collection, like the Jacques Tati set, the Jacques Demy set, the Coco Trilogy set. There's the Agnes Varda set. I really love to get those. But for now, this is the start. This is the beginning of it. I do own some several box set, but it's not as big as this set is, because this include, I believe, 6 films. The films include Morocco, Dishonored, Shanghai Express, Blonde Venus, The Scarlet Empress, and The Devil is a Woman. So really looking forward to seeing more of von Sternberg filmography as well as Dietrich filmography as an actress. So really look forward to diving into this whenever I have the time to do so. I'm probably gonna do like a big marathon on this. So this just looks awesome. And also there's another box set I would love to get, that the BBS story box set that includes 5 easy pieces, head, easy rider, I believe. So it's another great box set I really need to get, that need to be added to my Criterion collection. But for now, this was my choice for me to get a big box set that is Dietrich and von Sternberg in Hollywood. So really look forward to seeing this and dive into the films in this set. Lastly but not least, the one that I have not yet watched, that is The Worst Person in the World. This is Spine 1132. This just came out on Blu-ray from the Criterion collection. I know Nick Carcosa did not like the cover. I mean, the cover looks fine, even though I have not seen this movie, so I don't know what the meaning of this cover. But this is one of the films I missed out in theaters when it came out, which just sucks because I heard nothing but excellent things about this film, that, you know, there was a hype going on with this film. So I'm really hoping to love this. I know one of my other friends love this movie, so I'm really excited to check this one out because I missed out in theaters and I really want to check out. And thankfully, Criterion collection came to the rescue and released it on Blu-ray here in the United States. Yeah, we decided to check this one out. Hopefully soon. That's some good tea. That's some good tea. Alright, now we move on to the films that I have watched. This is Spine 196. I just watched this morning. Actually, I was really excited to watch this and just immediately fell in love. That's Hiroshima Mon Amour. I had to order this strictly from Amazon because this was not available in stores. That sucks, but it arrived safe and sound, and I watched it and I loved it. This is basically a dialogue piece about relationship between a Japanese man and a French woman fell in love and talk about life and love and remembering the past. It's a very complex movie but very captivating watch. So you just immediately hooked by the characters in this movie, and this is a character piece film. There's nothing big action scenes, just mainly focus on the characters and its life and this perspective of what's going on during the war. And it's a beautifully crafted film, beautifully performed and beautifully directed as well. I'm really impressed by this film. I love this movie. It's a simple dialogue piece that just had me intrigued and hooked, and I felt satisfied in the end of the film. I highly recommend Hiroshima Mon Amour. Is phenomenal. This is Spine 230, Robert Altman's Three Women, starring Cece Spacek and Shirley Duvall. Excuse me on that. My pen doesn't work anymore right now. This is really great. I really enjoyed this. This is my first film from Robert Altman. So I bought some other Robert Altman films in Nathan Video. So you want to check that out. So this is the beginning of me entering to Robert Altman filmography, and I was really impressed by this movie. There was a lot going on that just had me hooked, and it's basically about Cece Spacek character who is very much, very interesting in Shirley Duvall character. She inspired by the character who, she's kind of like a stalker-ish. Like, he's very much attracted to that character and want to be like her, even though she's like a very introverted, shy girl, but she wants to be like her. She wants to be friends with her, and it's a very interesting story. But it had me, kept me captivated throughout the whole film, and how Cece's basic character grow, basically, and how we see her as a person. It's a really intriguing plot, and I really enjoyed it. So, Three Women. Now on to Spine 435. That is Ant-Man the Fury, starring Barbara Stanwyck. This is a very nice digipack release that comes with the book, very similar to Red Ribbon and Vampire. It's a really nice release. So get this before Criterion ever get a re-release into a clear case. But really nice. So this is a film directed by Anthony Mann, who done a lot of western in his time as a director, and he could also collaborate with James Stewart a lot, many times in his other films. I really enjoyed this. There's a lot of great moments in this movie. Barbara Stanwyck is really good in this as well. I just love the whole aspect about the family and how that can be fall apart immediately when Barbara Stanwyck character has something to do. It's just a really fun movie. I really enjoyable to watch. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Just a great packaging, great release, lots of extras which I would love to dive into really soon. Yeah, really enjoyed this. A great release. Yeah, that's The Furies. Find 724, All That Jazz, starring Roy Scheider and directed by Bob Fosse. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, this film has also been my night to remember for a longer time, because I saw an opening of this movie during my editing class when my editing professors show us the opening scene and we talk about it and analyze it about the opening scene, how quick it is, and yeah, it had me intrigued ever since. And I finally picked it up and I finally watched this movie for the first time and just loved it. It's a wonderful film about this. It's about this well-known choreographer and director as well, who trying to make the show work and trying to create a dash number for the Broadway. Then life hit him hard when he smokes a lot, he drinks a lot, he a womanizer, he loved to have sex, so he's a mess basically, and something going on with his life that's just kind of making him fall apart, and just we see his journey go through that, the struggles, the ups and downs, the addictive aspect of it. But yet he's the one who does not want to give up. He just wants to keep going and get it right and all that. It's fantastic. A very riveting film about this character who is very much, a go-getter kind of character who wants to get it right. But yet he's a mess. His life is a mess basically, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot of deep aspect of this movie that's just immediately that made me feel in love with this movie. And the ending of the movie is just wonderful. There's a big musical number in the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil what it was, but it captivated me. It made my eye glue to the screen. It's just wonderful. It's a wonderful film about working in the industry, in art life. Either a dancer, writer, director, anything, who is hardworking, but life goes on his way very hard, and just something unexpected happened to his life. It's phenomenal. It's great. I have nothing but great things to say about this film. It's just so good. I'm so glad I finally watched this movie for the very first time. The direction is wonderful. The cinematography is excellent. The performance by Roy Scheider is one of his best in the career. Obviously, Jaws is still my favorite performance from him, but this is close second next to Jaws. Yeah, this film impressed me. I really want to watch it again, and yeah, I can understand people love this movie, and yeah, this is phenomenal. Find 769. This is the film directed by Francois Truffaut. That is Day for Night, and I love this movie. The main reason why I love this movie because this is a film about making a film with a lot of amazing character that either a crew or an actor or a director. I mean, Francois Truffaut played a director in the movie, even though he is the director of this movie, which is a fun to see, playing this character who is also a director in real life and playing a director. This is really fun for me to watch. I love this movie because I'm fresh out of film school. I studied film. I work in the behind the scenes. I love behind the scenes stuff. Seeing this film is about making a film that this character tried to make a film happen, but there's a lot going on, ups and downs. It's so relatable because I've been through that, where I made a short film. This is a senior thesis, and then one of my film professor told me I had to reshoot whole thing again. That just hit me down to the ground. Like, oh man, I have to start over. This is what it feels like. Day for Night does that, and it's relatable, and just that's what I love about this movie. It's just so relatable in my filmmaking life, basically. And I love the opening of the movie. When the opening starts, I immediately hooked. Like, yep, this is my kind of movie. I'm in for this ride. There's a lot of great characters, a lot of familiar faces, including one of the actors in this movie who played an actor for the movie, who is the same actor who in The Point That Blows, the kid, the main kid. Which I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same kid from The Point That Blows, all grown up. That's awesome. Really enjoyed it. I loved it. Yeah, if you're into filmmaking, I highly recommend Day for Night. It's just phenomenal. It did not disappoint. I loved it. I really did. This is by 969 Diamonds of the Night. This is a film directed by John Nemec. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And this is a Czech film. Phenomenal. Impressed me. For a 67 minutes, tells a really heart-wrenching and compelling story about these two boys who are trying to run away from concentration camp. And we just see them a journey of survival and living this very harsh reality that they had to go through. And it's a phenomenal watch, but yet a very heartbreaking film to see, because this happened in real life. During this time of the war, that is very harsh and just a nightmare that we don't want to ever happen again or don't want to be part of. It's a beautiful film. Tells a story about that we as an audience want to root these two characters trying to survive. But I don't want to go into deep on this movie because I don't want to spoil it, and I want to experience the film for the first time. It's 67 minutes. It's really short, and but it's a great film. I just love how it was shot. It's not clean or crisp. It's very raw and visual, and just the footage that's shown is like, it almost feels like a raw documentary, very rough filmic. And I like that aspect about that, because in the time of this boy take place is not clean and beautiful and wonderful. It's rough. It's just a hard life, and I love the way this film was shot. It's rough. It's not clean. I just love that aspect about that. It's just, as a cinematography standpoint, awesome job, and the direction is great as well. A really great film overall. Just I highly recommend, but just note that this is a harsh film to watch. Spine 1099. This is the film starring Humphrey Bogart. That is High Sierra. Also starring Ida Lupino, I believe. Yeah, Ida Lupino. This is a 40s film noir starring Humphrey Bogart, of course, and I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of great moments in this movie that really kept me intrigued throughout the whole film. There's a great character is who happened to have a dog. I love the dog in this movie. But Humphrey Bogart played a character who just got out of prison, and he had a job, an assignment, but something going on, something did not come right in his way. Really enjoyed it. Really fun film noir. Not the one of the best film noir that I've seen, but it's really enjoyable nonetheless. Yeah, really enjoyed it. And there's a great moment, a lot of great moment about, especially when Humphrey Bogart come across this young lady who has a issue with her leg, and he wanted to do something about it, wanted to help her out. I just love that moment. That's a great moment. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed High Sierra. This is Spine 1116. That is Flight of the Phoenix, starring James Stewart, Richard Attenborough, Peter Finch, Hardy Kruger, and Ernest Borgnine. Great cast, and a very good movie. Really enjoyed this. Really fun. It's about this group of characters just crash landed in the deserted desert, who is stranded all alone. There's no one to reach out to help. It's about them to survive, and they want to build a plane for them to get out. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie, but it's a tad bit long. Kind of wish they cut down 20 minutes. But for what I got, for what I watched throughout the entire movie, I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of great characters. It's about survival. James Stewart is awesome as always. Gotta love James Stewart. Yeah, really happy to own this movie and watch it for the first time. A brand new James Stewart film I have not seen. That's always a good thing for me in my book. Yeah, really like this movie a lot. Not my favorite James Stewart film, but really enjoyed it. Lastly but not least in this haul, that is Spine 1133. That is Okja. This is a 4K release directed by Bong Joon-ho. I remember like it was yesterday when I saw this movie when it was new on Netflix, and I'm one of the few people who actually love this movie. This film, when it came out on Netflix, was a very divisive film, and this was my very first Bong Joon-ho film that I ever saw, and immediately want to see more of his filmography. Obviously, after this movie, he came out with his hit film that won for Best Picture, that is Parasite, which is a masterpiece. We all can agree that it's a masterpiece. It's also available in the Criterion collection. A couple years after that, I saw Memories of Murder for the first time, loved it, and I'm so happy when this was announced that coming out in Criterion collection on 4K, that'll be Okja. I immediately want to get this because I knew I was gonna get this. This is a great film. A lot of people said, I love this movie. Jake Gyllenhaal's in this, Tilda Swinton is in this, Steven Yeun is in this, Lady Connor is in this as well. Great cast of a great film. Cannot wait to revisit it again on 4K instead of Netflix. I remember like it was yesterday when I saw this for the first time on Netflix when it was new. So happy that we get to see more Bong Joon-ho film in physical media on Criterion. Hopefully, Criterion will release more of his filmography, like his early stuff. So, cross my fingers. That will happen. But yeah, really happy to add this in the collection, and just a well-deserving film that deserved to be in part of the Criterion collection because I love this movie, and I really want to check out some of the extras. There's a ton of new interviews with Bong Joon-ho and the producer of this film, and as well the actor with the main lead of the film, which is awesome. Yeah, really excited to revisit again. Love this movie. So happy this was part of the collection. It's a great release as well. I just love the packaging. Okja. Really good movie. I don't care what people said. I know this film is a very divisive movie, and this was my early exposure to Bong Joon-ho, so this film will always remain special for me. There's one more title for me to show you that did not pick up doing the 50% off sale, but I bought it doing eBay, and this is an out of print release. It was cheap enough for me to get it, around $40, $30, but I seen this in sealed for around $200, $100, $70, $80. I was like, no thank you. So this is used, sadly, but it's in very good condition, and I got it for a very good price, not in the high price that they want to, that they wanted to pay, which is not, it's a big red flag in my opinion. This is prime 29. That is the dual format edition of Picnic at Hanging Rock. Oh my gosh, finally I own this edition. Finally, I've been eyeing this edition since when this was new on shelves. Back to 2014, yeah. I believe this came out the same week or the same month as Red River. Obviously, I picked up Red River instead of Picnic Hanging Rock, because Red River is a very excellent release, and I really like the movie a lot. But this film, started by Peter Weir, who did The Truman Show, a film I adore. I really wanted this movie, and I finally own it in the edition that I wanted, the dual format edition that comes with the book, and it's a really nice release, a novel and film, there's an extra booklet, dual format edition. I'm so happy that this is now in my collection because for the longest time I was this close buying this edition, and then Criterion said, oh, this edition is out of print, you have to get the clear case version, which is the one disc and come with just this booklet and no book. So it does not come in the book. So, choose what you will, choose what edition you want. But I kind of prefer the dual format edition because it's a much nicer edition. It can look nice on the shelf. Really excited to check this one out really soon. Hopefully soon, because this has been my radar for quite some time. I've been dying to watch this movie because I'm a big fan of the Truman Show starring Jim Carrey. Love that movie. That deserves a 4K and a Criterion release. But yeah, that is Picnic at Hanging Rock. There you have it, guys. That's everything we picked up during the Criterion Collection 50% off sale in the Barnes & Noble during the month of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. But yeah, follow me on Twitter, Letterboxd, and Instagram, link below. Have a good one. Take care.